good 9197 Wolfpack? This is your boy Tyler 9197 with your 9197 Black Wolf 9197 or 9197. Back with another video for you guys, and this time it's gonna be my game review of, you guys can see from my hoodie, Halo Infinite. And I don't know if this is my first time showing y'all this hoodie or not, but this is my custom Halo hoodie that I had made. So you can see this, and then look in the back. Hopefully y'all can see it with Master Chief. Let me show y'all one more time just in case. Yes, y'all, I got Master Chief on the back, and then, you know, Halo Infinite, and then of course the biggest one right here with my name already on it. I know it's kind of hard to see a little bit, but y'all can see it, the Tyler 9197. Yes, your boy is about that Halo life. Well, at least for Halo Infinite, because I can't speak for the other Halos because my skills ain't, well, I mean, it was alright, but this one a little more solid. So, you know, if y'all ever play Halo Infinite and you see me on the multiplayer, then you know what's up. or y'all might whoop me. I don't know. Maybe so. but besides the point, this is a game review, and before I go ahead and start this video, y'all, I want to say three things real quick. First thing first, hopefully y'all having a great day today watching this video. Second, God is good all the time, so please go ahead, remember that. And three, go ahead, hit the like, the bell, subscribe so the wolf pack can grow. And you guys know, so like I said, I really want to keep this short, but before I really get to the view, but you guys know, if you haven't watched my previous video of an update since the Xbox Activision video that I done, the update that, if y'all haven't seen that part of it, is that, like, you know, because I'm in school now, and also because I mean I'm working a lot more as it is, so videos won't be super consistent, but I'm at least trying to do at least one video per week. But I would say this might be two in this week, just because it was something I wanted to do last week but I didn't get a chance to do, so that's why y'all watching this Halo video now. And then the other video I had to see because I know I wasn't too sure, but I'll talk more about that later on after this video. So for the meantime, y'all, when I talk about my review, there's gonna be a clip of Halo Infinite right here, and like, if you guys don't know how to do my reviews, I'll talk about a little bit of the plot, my pros and cons, and then I go ahead and give you the overall my overall rating of the game at a 1 out of 10, and then and I'll talk about a little bit of spoilers, which I'm not gonna go too deep into it, because if I gotta be honest with y'all, I'm a fan of Halo, but I'll probably say, like, I'm more on the casual side of Halo, because, like, I know enough to get by, but I want to say that I have so much knowledge that I could throw at y'all so y'all understand what I'm talking about 100%. Because, you know what I'm saying, because there's some stuff that I can't name everything that what was happening on this game that y'all will 100% get it if you're like a elitist, like a Halo fanatic. So just keep that in mind. And like I said, when I do my reviews, this is just my opinion. Just keep that in mind. Especially like this one, because I wish I had more knowledge to really speak on this with Halo Infinite, well, just Halo in general, but still, you know, just understand, y'all, like, I'm gonna tell y'all for the best of my knowledge and ability of the game, and etc, etc. But anyway, Halo Infinite, man, Halo Infinite. So for the plot, y'all, if y'all don't know, so basically this soldier named Echo 216 have found Master Chief floating in space. Little Chief's been out for 6 months, and the pilot, the Echo 216, recharged Chief's suit, woke him back up, whatever, and then, you know, Chief trying to figure out what the heck's going on. He'd been knocked out for 6 months. Then we don't know what happened to Cortana, and now Chief and this Echo 216 is on this new Halo, which I think is called the Zeta Halo. And what the main plot is that, you know, you as Master Chief gotta stop the banish. And then there's this other thing. I forgot the name of it, but pretty much the base name I could say is, stop Master Chief. Master Chief stop the banish and that Forerunner, which it was in the trailer, so there's no spoiler or nothing like that, yo. I haven't went into spoilers, so just to keep that in mind, that's from the trailer. If you were watching the trailer before Halo Infinite came out, but still, just like I said, it's the first part, no spoiler, and then spoilers. But still, yeah, besides that, yeah. So you stop the banish and the Forerunner. And that's basically the plot of Halo Infinite, for just to keep it simple. Because I know there's way more stuff into it, but for what I can provide, like, that's about it. Okay, enough of that for the plot. Oh, and also another in the plot, that the UNSC got defeated by the banish. And like I said, Master Chief got stopped the banish and the Forerunner. Okay, enough of all that. Now, let me go to my pros and cons. So, for my first pro I could go ahead and give for Halo Infinite is the gameplay, y'all. The gameplay is what sells this game, y'all. Like, the gameplay makes this game, especially when you go into the open world-ish type world. And luckily, they did the open world, they kind of blocked it off. So it's like when you progress in the game, at certain points you're gonna go to these areas, or you'll be able to go to these areas, whatever. But for the most part, it's blocked off good enough that you don't feel like it's overwhelmingly huge. It's a huge world, but not as huge. It just kind of blocked off good enough for you that you feel like, alright, like, I got enough range to go around this open world, but it's not too much open world for the Halo game. So the gameplay, y'all, is just so mad fun. Like I said, to me, Halo Infinite is my favorite Halo as far for gameplay wise, because right now, like, for gameplay wise, this is my favorite. I like the movement, I like how I'm shooting, stuff like that. And then like because it's like a mix of like that Halo 5, but kind of tone it down a little bit to more boots to the ground and not too much of that floatiness, if that makes sense. And it just feel right. It's like the way they did the gameplay mechanics, it just feel right. And then I love using the weapons, that some of the OG weapons, like say like the BR, the AR, what wasn't it, like, then there's the the sidekick pistol, and then some of the other weapons that like the carbine, the plasma pistol, some new weapons like the mangler, the bulldog, and what else? Like, et cetera, because there's a lot of different weapons in the game, and like using that and then going to open world, just the gameplay, y'all, is just the biggest seller point out of Halo Infinite. It's like, if you didn't know nothing about the story, if you just want a game that's fun for gameplay wise, Halo Infinite's like it just kills it. It just kills it. Now, my second pro I could go ahead and give for Halo Infinite, y'all, is the cinematics. And this is the one thing I would say, I wish there were a little bit more cinematics in this game, but the key point, like I said before, is the gameplay. That's what sells you in Halo Infinite more than anything. But the cinematics, y'all, is like a big chunk that I love about the game too. I wish there was a little bit more of it, but I understand they want you to experience the gameplay, and that's the most important part. But yes, y'all, the cinematics was like one of the great things. And yeah, the cinematic is like one of the greatest things in the game. Like seeing when Chief, when he interacts with the weapon and Echo 216, and just going along his journey and like trying to stop the banish, and like saying the Forerunner and things like that. Like it just really gets you that feeling of like, man, you're immersed and engaged of what the story is. Even if you like I know if you was more like a Halo elitist, like like everything about Halo, like everything from the lore and stuff, you'd probably be more intrigued, like you really know, you listen to details. But if you're like me, kind of like a casual but know enough to get by, you still can engage in what's going on and understand, comprehend what's going on, and you just really more intrigued, like okay, you know what I'm saying? Okay. And yeah, that's basically it for that one. Now for my third pro I could go ahead and give for Halo Infinite, y'all, is the characters, y'all. This is like I said, it's literally the gameplay, the cinematic, and the characters, y'all. That's what sells Halo Infinite, and the characters was the biggest part of Halo Infinite that made the experience really good. You know, of course, the biggest one is Master Chief, which I like about this one. Chief actually talks a lot more than he ever has since I play Halo, which I love this part, because it's like the thing with Chief, y'all know he just a Spartan. He's about a mission. It's about to finish this fight. Like, he like, finish this fight. Like, you know, Chief is about just in the mission. That's it. A man with no words. Oh no, man with little words. I think that's the best word. The best. I think that's the way to say it. The man with little words. So, you know, he just about the mission. But in this one, he talks a lot more, especially with the weapon, which is basically another Cortana, and she trying to figure out like what happened. Why she's still active, because she was made to stop Cortana, but she don't know why she's there and this and that. And like, you know, you and Chief and her go through a lot of adventures, because like I said, she basically like another Cortana. So they trying to figure out what's going on and how to stop like the banish and stuff like that with Eskrim, which as an antagonist, I do love Eskrim, because this dude keep talking all this crap about you. He's like, you think you want to fight me, Spartan? You think you cool to do this? Like, you know, that type of talking tone. Like, I just love that so much, and just really enjoyed that experience and make you feel like, all right, Eskrim, like, you want to fight? Like, we can fight. Like, you know, that you know, things like that. And then with the soldier Echo 216, he's like, I would say with him, I would probably say that he's probably was like my least favorite, but I did like the character overall. But I feel like but it was like but I'll say he kind of my least favorite, just because it's more like he's just, I mean, well, for his standpoint, it's understandable, because he's been through a lot within the last 6 months when Chief and the USSC was done and defeated. So it's like he been trapped in space for a long time. Feel like he have no hope, especially going back home to Earth. I think that's what he wanted to do. Yeah, and like, you know, just overall, he just been through a lot. So you could see he's stressed out. Like Chief, like he's like, what you gonna do? We got a whole army and stuff. You have a gun? Yes. What you gonna do? And Chief's like, this is enough. Like, it's like, I think he said, I only got one bullet. It's enough. Like, you know, things like that. So it's like, I gotta say his standpoint, he just feel like, man, I've been through a lot, yada yada. But I still like the character of, you know, of what, you know, who he is, and trying to, like, you know, like he feel like, how are we gonna do all this? But then Chief's like, I got this. Like, the type of thing. So I mean, I like pretty much most of the characters and stuff. He was probably my least, but I still like all the characters overall. Alright, y'all, I'll talk about my pros. Let me go ahead and go to my cons. So my first con I could go ahead and say for Halo Infinite is one is repetitive. So I mean, for the most part, I mean, that's what you kind of expect in most open world-ish type games. Like, it's gonna feel a little bit repetitive. Like, you can't do everything that makes it completely different, like 100% different. So, because like I said, the key thing about Halo is definitely the gameplay. So it's like, it does feel repetitive when you do a lot of the missions, like especially the side missions and stuff. Because this is on side missions, like you got to save UNSC soldiers, or take down a target, or take down target, or stop a base, kind of like a banished base, whatever, and capture it and stuff like that. I mean, they're cool, they're definitely fun, and like I say, it's like, it may feel repetitive, like doing that one type, but it don't feel repetitive when how you tackle it. Because the one that I like about Halo Infinite, you have options of how you gonna tackle a situation. Do you want to go in full sniper? Do you want to go guns a-blazing? Do you want to go far distance with a rocket? Like, you have options of your gameplay, which makes makes Halo Infinite, like for the campaign wise, replayable, because it's just so much options of what you can do to change your experience playing the game. So like I said, but that's one of the cons. It will feel repetitive at times, but it's like it's not as bad because the gameplay helps, you know, get through, because you could change the way how you want to play. The second con I could go ahead and give for Halo Infinite, y'all, is the banished interiors, or the Forerunner interiors, basically like the buildings. So like I say, like I'm still going through the old Halo games because I haven't played them in a minute, or like either I haven't played in a minute, or I haven't gone through it at all. Like for example, like I played Halo Combat Evolved, and right now I'm on Halo 2, and I never played Halo 2. Same thing like Halo Combat Evolved until, you know, a while ago I beat it, but now I'm on Halo 2. But basically what I'm trying to say for that, for example, is like the interiors for Halo Combat Evolved was intense. Like it was really wide, it was a lot more stuff going on. But when you look at how Halo Infinite done the interiors in the buildings, it was really underwhelming how it was compared to like the older games. It's like but I understand the design choice of what they done. They basically just made it more like that fits the gameplay of that game compared to like the older games, which how they had the interiors, how they were bigger and more stuff going on. But this one's more like kind of like a straight path, and that's it. It's not like it's only like, okay, you go this, if you go on this side, there's got this one area, or go this side, you got this one area. It's more like they kind of all the same, and it don't feel as much. I want to say it's not creative, but it just feels like it's just kind of more basic. And just because the biggest thing is like, you know, the grapple. When you use the grapple, that's my favorite thing. I mean, I feel like most people did that in the campaign anyway. It's the grapple. Like, I mean, of course you have other abilities and stuff like that, which is cool. But to be honest, most people I know to use the grapple, and then in the areas when you're in the building, you're gonna use your grapple to do zip here, zip there, zip there, zip there, zip there. Like, but it's still kind of like the same thing. It's not really like. It's so much different levels of how they done it, and you know, just like basically the design choice was basically like it fits for the design of what he wanted to do, but it's like it could have been better, and that's basically what I'm trying to say. Now a third con I could go ahead and give for Halo Infinite is the boss battles. So hear me out, y'all. The boss battles are cool. They're fun. I like fighting the boss battles that I've done. The reason why I say it's like I give it as a con is because when I fight a boss in games, I kind of want more. I really want more, like, how I say it, like, I don't want this to say more cinematic, but in the kind of that same sense, like. It's like the one thing I like about Halo, because I guess I kind of think of the sense of like compared to like Spider-Man, and say like Halo. Spider-Man, like, you know how they had on cinematics and stuff, how you fight a boss and stuff. You really feel like that engagement of how they have it in cinematic. But of course, it's more the cinematics doing the work, not necessarily you. But in Halo, you actually control Master Chief. You're doing whatever you want to do as Master Chief, which I like about that. I just kind of wish it had that little more cinematic feel to it. Like when you fighting a boss, whatever, like say like you guys health down to a certain level or something, then he's like, ugh, like I'm not done yet or something, like, you know, and like kind of like, you know, more engaging into the fight to make you feel like you're doing a lot with Chief. And then say like, I don't know, like say like if one of the enemies grabbed Chief, he threw him through the wall or something, and you see like a cinematic, he go through the wall, whatever, but and you may be in a different area, you know, things like that. Like that's what I kind of wanted, but that doesn't mean the boss battle was not fun. It was still fun, because I mean, you know, you could just go ahead, you know, use your weapons to try to take out an enemy and stuff with Chief, which is cool. But I just wish it was like just a little bit more. I guess that's what I really want, a little bit more cinematic into it, so to make it feel like it just like don't boss battles feel like more meaningful, let alone you just feel like, oh, you kill him, it's like cool, but that's it. and I kind of wanted a little bit more. But that's just me personally. I don't know how anybody else will feel, but me, that's what I kind of wanted. All right, y'all. I talked about a little bit of plot, the pros and cons. Now I'm gonna go ahead and give you my rating of the game. So if I had to rate Halo Infinite at a 1 out of 10, this is where it's gonna be really tricky, y'all, because this one for me, I had a hard time kind of rating this game. Honestly, I'll say it like this: I feel like if I want to go as far for gameplay wise only, nothing like besides the issues of just gameplay 100%, it's a 10 out of 10 for gameplay. Now if I had to put everything for what I experienced, including the gameplay, into this from the campaign, and because I did the side quests, I did a lot of this. I think I did every side quest and stuff, at least for the most part. And then, like, you know, of course, the missions and stuff. I'll probably have to rate Halo Infinite, in my opinion, a 9 out of 10, because it was really a solid game. It just, like I said, I would say it could probably go down a little bit a notch of points because of like some of the cons that I felt like when I was playing it. But overall, just for like, I love every bit of that game, and I have fun every time, like going into that world and stuff. Basically, the open world was the biggest selling point in that one, and I love every bit of it. So like I said, it to me is definitely a 9 out of 10. And I feel like it, but like I said, some points can feel like it might, even slightly, it could go down to, let's say, like an 8 out of 10. But for me, my experience from the cinematics and stuff, that for my pros, basically my pros go over the cons that I have. So that's why I would say, like, I'll give it 9 out of 10, because I really did enjoy it. Alright, y'all, now I'm about to go ahead and go to the spoilers. So if y'all want to get spoiled, I'll give you a couple minutes and I'll go right into the spoilers of Halo Infinite. Alright, y'all, time for the spoilers. Spoilers, y'all. So, like I said, I ain't gonna be too long on the spoilers, y'all, to be honest. So I'm just gonna kind of go ahead and cut to the chase. Now we know that the weapon, now we know that Cortana sacrificed herself to take out Atriox, I think. I think that's what it was. Did she took out Atriox, or she sacrificed herself? No, it was a lot of stuff. So Cortana destroyed the planet of Atriox and Estrom, and on top of that, she was helping him out, or they had like a mutual partnership thing, I guess, because it's like, Atriox, they had no choice. I think that what it was. And then when he came back to Cortana, it's like she had to pay her debt, whatever, or what he wanted. And then I think that's when she went ahead and then she sacrificed herself. And then on top of that, learning about that that the weapon is pretty much the same exact copy of Cortana. So that's why Chief and her and the weapon got along so well. And then, for the ending, she got herself her name, which I guess we could basically call her Cortana at this point. She's pretty much Cortana 2. I think that's because they never really, because she told Chief, was it okay for the name, and he said you can pick the name wherever you want. So I guess her name is Cortana, so she Cortana 2. And then the Echo 216, we found out that his real name is Fernando, I think Esparza. I just call it Fernando, it's just easier to remember. So yeah, and then now, of course, it left in a big cliffhanger of like more possibilities. So it's like there's definitely gonna be more DLCs and stuff into the campaign, which I am fine with it and I'm excited for, because I do want to get back into the playing more in Halo Infinite. I wish there was a little. for the main game, for the side quests and stuff, I played a good hefty bit of it, so it's like I enjoyed my experience, but I definitely want more. And then for the open world of a lot of stuff that's going on, it's definitely craving for more. So I can't wait to see what's more of the DLCs and stuff they're gonna have. And then of course that one what was his face? The other banished dude, whatever, when he had the keys to the other forerunners and trying to figure it out, like what his plan is. It's a lot of stuff, but overall, it's like I'm overall excited on what the future of Halo Infinite is going to have, and that's pretty much it, y'all. That's pretty much it. So, and before I end this video, I want to go ahead and say that oh yeah, like I was saying, y'all, because Halo Infinite, this video is supposed to be just that one video for the week, but I might do two. So the second video, I may go ahead and see about talk about the Aaron Greenberg in the Crash picture when Crash did like the X thing. I might go ahead and talk about that, but I don't know, just because I was kind of debating, because I felt like it been like what, since last week, I want to say, but I feel like but y'all will get my take on it, so more likely you might see that video happen sometime this week. So definitely keep that in mind. But overall, that is pretty much it, y'all. So Black Wolves, go ahead, hit the like, the bell, subscribe. And I say this all in my other videos. If you haven't already subscribed, please go ahead and do so you can join the 9197 Wolfpack. This is a fun kickback gaming channel which has the greatest community in the world, which is you guys, the Black Wolves. So go ahead and spread the word to your friends and family who likes gaming, so they can go ahead, join the Wolfpack, because everybody's welcome to the pack. And y'all, like I said, I'm definitely trying my best to crank out as many videos as I can. Like I said, my plan is do at least one video per week, but I might have extra if I had time, like I said. So more likely I'm gonna do that other video, like I said I will, more likely. So you might see two videos within this week. But like I said, just understand, y'all, I'm very busy, and I'm definitely I want to make as much content as humanly possible while I have the time for it. And like I said, y'all, do not worry about Perfect Dark. I will get back into it eventually, and especially with my routine now of how I'm able to drop my videos, so definitely stay tuned for that. But that's it though. Alright guys, I love y'all. Peace. God bless y'all. TGDS 9197 out.